I know, but it's okay. You're passionate about it.
Mate, I'm passionate and I really want to I really want to improve, but do you know how long it takes to properly get used to, for example, the air rolling that you saw me doing?
See, let me tell you your first problem, right? I'm gonna tell you the first thing already. Like you just that said the problem yourself, but you probably just don't realize it. You're more focused on how long it takes rather than focusing on just
Yeah, because
you
I'm
actually getting it done.
yeah, because that's the way that my brain works. Because like, do you know how long it's gonna take?
I mean,
If I want to become just half decent at using air roll, then it's gonna take at least 200 hours. That's the minimum requirement to start to actually get used to it.
if I were you, I wouldn't focus on numbers, cause
I'll
I'm gonna
just
I'm gonna tell you something, right? So you could set up a timer and do that, which is self defeating, and I'll tell you why. You could set up that timer for 200 hours, and then when it's finally up, you're not gonna make a lot of progress. You wanna know why?
Oh no, I know. I would never set a timer for it. It's just,
You're like more
you
focused
know,
on achieving a number than actually gaining the skill.
like
Like you
thing
don't.
thing is like, one, let's say you wanted to get into Rocket League and I like pointed you in the right direction of what to learn, like what's best to learn from the get go, right?
Yeah.
It would still take you forever. Yeah, that's still me like focusing on the time, but I'm getting to what I mean. But bear in mind now, I've gotten used to being essentially on autopilot for doing what I need to do in a different way, but the way that I'm doing it is wrong, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean. What you just need,
And
what you just need to
yeah,
do is take it slow. Like, remember, we learn. You know how you learn how to walk. You didn't just come out, boom.
oh
You
yeah,
was
I
like
know.
walking and shit.
Yeah, we're not
Some
pussies like fucking sheep and shit. Sheep
one
and shit
thing,
just come out and just be like, you know what? I want to eat some grass.
one thing I realized, like even if we're adults, we still learn like kids. We gotta take it slow, and that's just the more efficient way. Cause we don't just learn shit like boom off the bat. People be looking at me crazy when I study, like for this test, right? I, you know how long I was studying to get this taxi license before I even went to the school. Like
But,
I was studying
uh,
it 2 weeks beforehand. 2
yeah, but
weeks.
I
Just
just don't have the mentality to fucking.
it's not the mentality. It's just the dedication. Are you dedicated to it? Like you can't be focused on numbers. Like see when I started studying for that test, right? I wasn't focused. I wasn't focused on like memorizing everything. I was more focused on actually getting it down so it kind of comes off as logical rather than just something that's memorized. Like yeah, some things are memorized, but once I did like let me just put it like this. I did like rote memorization, I just did flashcards and then I would reread the material again. And even though the booklet would feel long as shit, I'm just here like, bro, I'm just doing this so that, I get the shit down so I don't mess up on the test. Cause yes, I am to pass a test, but I can't get my mind all haggled up and I gotta pass the test. Cause then if I'm getting questions wrong on my practice and then I start panicking about what my end result's gonna be, I'm not gonna pass the test. Instead, I was more focused on just getting the wrongs right. That's it. So what you need to be focusing on is getting your wrongs right. Don't focus on how long you're gonna get your wrongs right. You just need to focus on getting the wrongs right in this moment. Because if you just keep focusing on like how long it's gonna take, that's when you're gonna really deter yourself from the goal. You're gonna be like, damn, 200 hours? That's a lot of time. Well, if I count how many hours there are in a year.
Yeah, but it's not even necessarily about the fucking hours, bro. It's not like studying for a test. It is so much more fucking difficult.
And for me, it rings true for making beats. Like when I
Making
first
babe.
like when I first started, bro, I still have my first beat. You want to listen to this atrocious shit? I thought this was so fire when I made it. Like, look, like just to kind of prove to you like how progress works, right? Like this was the first beat I made. First beat, I don't know how long it took me because I wasn't focused on like how long. I was just having fun with the process. And then now, like I don't know how many hours I have making beats. I'm not focused on that. I'm just focused on making better beats. That's really it. So for you, I would be more focused on getting that maneuver right and just that maneuver. Don't focus on nothing else. Just focus on getting that maneuver right. Because once you get it right, the feeling, you're going to remember it and then you're going to train it over and over and over. And then once it becomes just muscle memory, that's it. Now you can move on to the next thing because that's it. You learned this maneuver. You figured out how to do it on your own. You practiced it. Now it's just muscle memory. Now you can move on to the next thing.
Yo, why is the ground being bent?
That's just that's how I've been making progress on a lot of things that I do. Like I'm not focused. I'm not gonna lie to you. It took me. The only reason why I know it took me like a year is because my therapist told me. I've been in therapy for like a year, according to her. And she tells me that in that amount of time I made a lot of progress. But to me, I remember the first day I walked into that office. I was a wreck. Depressed, sad. I was sobbing in her face like bro, I was a fucking mess. Like I never cried so hard for a woman, like it's crazy. And now she be like she didn't even know what to say. Cause she just like, well, she knows what to say because of course she's like licensed and shit. But she's just like, it's crazy how this guy would come here for only 1 hour a week, ask us all types of questions, how to get him so frightened, like how to figure out why he's sad. Cause that's really all I did. I was just like, why am I sad? Why do I feel like this? And then when she started to like question me, and then she started to like contradict how I think, that's when it hit me. I have a thinking problem.
The whole fucking world is a thinking problem.
And that's how I realized, yo, my depression is a thinking problem. So I started asking questions like what is something that I could do about it, Boom. They tell me, oh, I'm like, I told her that I'm big into reading. So she was like, what book should I read? She was like, you should read something called Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, bro. The next week, I just came back and I was just like telling her everything that I've learned and how I'm applying it. Like, I'm not taking track of no time. What are you doing?
I'm just kidding myself.
I'm like, I ain't counting no hours. I'm not saying, I'm not on some, oh, I'm trying to get rid of my depression by next month. I'm just focused on getting the, holy shit. Holy shit. Yo. This shit grazed my hammer. Yo. I stopped talking real fast.
just an FYI, I did not do that on purpose.
I'm looking at this big ass pencil of a tree just fucking coming down on me. I'm like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. But yeah, like that's really how I came. You know, that's just kind of how I made progress in my life and the things that I do. Cause like I know what to do. I just need practice. Like I didn't care about depression just by her telling me you're sad. And then I'm like, really? And then she go, yeah. And then I'm like, oh shit, I'm cured. No, it didn't work like that. I had to
You're
put.
sad. Shit, really, nigga? What the fuck is that?
But
What the
like,
fuck you think I'm here for?
I'm just sitting there in front of like, really? I'm sad. I'm not sad. You're sad. You're here to see me.
How could how could you say that to me?
Yo. But you know, like this shit, like now, or how I've progressed, and I understand how progress works. I'm not really focused. Like whenever I do something, I'm not focused on how long it's gonna take. You think I'm focused on like when I make beats? You think I'm focused on how long it's gonna take for me to be like, I don't know, have Drake knocking on my door like, I need a beat, bruh. Like you think I'm focused on that? You think I'm focused on how long it's gonna take for that to happen? I'm just
Yeah, that's how
making
your brain
beats.
works.
I'm just focused on making beats, and just having fun with the process and learning new things as I go along. That's really how I've been doing it. It's just yeah.
Now we can build here.
So like when it comes to you, like you shouldn't be stressing out like the hour. You shouldn't be stressing anything. You should just be like, okay. Like as you just said to yourself, you was like, I don't know how to get that maneuver down. Alright. Watch people. Put the video on slow-mo, watch tutorials how to do it. Put it on slow. Do what you gotta do to like just see it through and then try to mimic, and it gets practice. And if you don't get it today, don't fucking worry. You're gonna get it.